Yes, Congresswoman Luistro, you may proceed.
Still on the issue of various names, Chairman Karaps mentioned earlier that Michael Young has two passports. One is a Chinese passport, the other is Philippine passport. May we hear from the Bureau of Immigration, is he a dual citizen? Why he was allowed to be issued a Philippine passport as well?
Good afternoon, Madam. The Bureau of Immigration is not aware of the existence of the Philippine passport of Michael Yang. From our record, Your Honor, the Chinese name of Michael Yang is Yang Jiajing, who was born on 19 January 1983. I'm very sorry. So the name is Yang Hong Ming, who was born on October 2, 1976, Your Honor. And he is a Chinese national.
But do you confirm, if the DFA is here, I wish to hear also from DFA, ang nag-i-issue lang dapat ng passport ay yung country of nationality. Is that correct? Kung Filipino ka, Philippine passport ka. Kung Chinese ka, Chinese passport ka. The only occasion that we will be seeing a person with two passports for Filipinos are those who are dual citizens, because we allow dual citizenship. Then how come that Michael Yang was issued Philippine passport as well? If you will be raising the late registration of birth, ibig sabihin, he made it appear na siya'y Filipino citizen also, apart from becoming a Chinese citizen. And this reminds me of the significance of the restriction we need to impose application for late registration. Hindi ho pala kailangan mag-apply ng dual citizenship eh. Just because of the very convenient way of applying for a late registration, lalabas ng Filipino din siya, while maintaining his Chinese citizenship. Birth certificate is very significant because this can be used in applying for ID with all other agencies. And this explains kung bakit ang isang tao, iba nasa passport, ibang nasa driver's license, ibang nasa birth certificate. Ito po'y hindi nagagawa ng mga Pilipino. But how come we are so lax? Which allows the foreign nationals to manipulate our system, come up with various names, and make it difficult for us to even establish their identity. Mr. Chair, can we hear from Colonel Asierto whether this Alan Lim, Lin Wenxiong, and Wen Li Chen
Alan C.
are one and the same person?
And Alan C. also. I think si Colonel Asierto, pwede po bang pakisagot nyo yung tanong ni Congresswoman Luistro?
Opo. Si Wen Li Chen o si Li Wenxiong at Alan Lim ay isang tao. At asawa niya si Nono Lin na tumakbong congresswoman sa Quezon City. Ngayon, para ma-identify po natin si Alan Lim, meron po siyang mugshot at fingerprint sa RTC sa Cavite. Kasi meron siyang kaso doon eh. Nag-bail siya doon. So meron siyang fingerprint at mugshot. Pwede pong kunin yon at ikumpara kung ano man dokumentong sa passport ni Alan Lim. At ito naman pong si Johnson Chua, meron po akong rito, kung ipapadala ko po sa inyo, ay hindi po makita eh. Sorry po. Pero ipapadala ko po sa inyo ito. Meron siya pong,
Johnson Chua.
meron po akong nakuwang passport number niya. Ang passport number niya is Papa Gold 31505060. Ang pangalan niya ay Sho Yui. Zebra Zebra Hotel Oscar Uniform Yankee Uniform Echo.
Colonel Acerto, is that the passport?
Papadala ko na lang.
Colonel Acerto, is Chairman,
Passport number po yan.
Chairman,
Passport number po.
Chairman.
Congressman Paduano.
Is that Colonel Acerto, is that passport you're holding, the passport number is a Chinese passport or a Filipino passport?
I think Chinese passport po yata ito eh. Hindi ko na po matanda kasi ang tagal na po eh.
Mr. Chairman,
Ito po yung mga pangalan ni Johnson Chua.
ASAP lang, pasabit lang sa committee, then we will ask the DFA and the Bureau of Immigration with regards to that passport. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, let me first
Tapos si ano po, si Alan si po, siya po yung binanggit ni Las Cañas sa kanyang affidavit sa ICC.
Las Cañas.
Binanggit po ni Las Cañas si Alan C. sa kanyang affidavit.
Sige, medyo ano na to. First, ito, kasi yung tanong ni Congresswoman Luistro kanina, kung meron bang records ang PSA doon sa mga pangalang binanggit niya, no? Yung Lim Wei Xiong, Wen Lichi, Alan Lim, and Alan C. And apparently, there's no record. Kaya nga ang tanong is, ito bang apat na pangalan na ito ay isang tao? Pero sabi nyo, ay isang tao ito. Ganun din itong Mr. Johnson Chua, tama? Sinasabi nyo na yung Johnson Chua at saka yung Chinese name na binanggit nyo, na hindi ko mabigkas, at saka yung Mr. Greg Xia ay isang tao rin na ang alias ay Johnson Chua. Tama po ba yon?
Opo. Pero si Alan C, iba po yun kay Alan Lim. Si Alan C po ay, siya po yung nasa
kasi
Davao Laboratory.
Sige, okay. So, ayun na. Sige, are you done, Congresswoman Luistro? Are you satisfied with the response of PSA?
I wish to state for the record, Mr. Chair, that it's the desire of this representation to include in the recommendation, we come up with a law which will restrict foreign nationals from using different names. If Filipinos are allowed to use one name only, then they should be restricted from using multiple and various names, because it makes us difficult for all of us to even establish the identity and furthermore to locate their whereabouts.
I agree. Comsec, please take note of the manifestation of Congresswoman Luistro and suggestion.
Pwede bang matanong yung AMLAC? Pwede lang kayong mag-act o mag-react kung merong predicate offense. Tama
Yes.
po ba?
That's correct po, Mr. Chair.
Now, when will a predicate offense exist for you to act?
For precinct, Mr. Chair, normally, we can, the process will proceed if we will be able to show the proof of the existence of the unlawful activity, Mr. Chair, which is normally the complaint, Mr. Chair.
So, if a complaint or a proper complaint is filed with the DOJ, pwede na yon na predicate offense.
Yes, Mr. Chair, even if it is not yet resolved, Mr. Chair.
Even it's...
When it is not,
Even if the case is not yet resolved on the prosecution
yun nga,
level.
siyempre. Kasi kung na-resolve na yun, di ba, kung kailan i-file yung ipa-file ng DOJ sa appropriate court, di ba? Ang tinatanong lang namin is, kailan nagkakaroon ng predicate offense para makapag-react ang AMLAC? Yun ang gusto namin malaman eh.
We are presenting a copy of the complaint, Mr. Chair.
Now, in the case at hand, yung final na kaso ng NBI, would that consist already of a predicate offense?
That's already a predicate offense, Mr. Chair. That's why we are requesting for a copy of the complaint, Mr. Chair.
So if NBI or DOJ would provide you a copy of the complaint filed, pwede na kayong kumilos.
We can proceed, Mr. Chair. In fact, our investigation is ready and we're just waiting.
So maliwanag. Now, NBI, in the last hearing of June 19, 2024, sinabi ni Prosecutor Richard Fadulion, who was then representing the Department of Justice, that cases had been filed against numerous individuals involved in these illicit activities. Yun ang report niya. Now, na-mention dito, yung violations na na-commit at saka persons charged. Nandito kompleto eh. At sinabi niya, these cases are now under evaluation by the Task Force on Drugs at the DOJ and may proceed to preliminary investigation within 5 to 10 days. Ang report na ito ni Prosecutor Padulion was in June. Yes, that was the last hearing eh. June 19, 2024. Nandito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th hearing. Sinabi ni Prosecutor Padulion. So, kung sinabi niya yun na nakapile ng kaso noong 2019, from 2019 up to this date, ano po ang nangyari? Bakit hindi kayo makapag-report kung dinismiss ng DOJ o i-final yung kaso sa korte? Which is the normal course of things to happen. Ano? Ano na nangyari? Nakabitin doon sa DOJ? Ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
So from June 19 up to July 10, wala pang action ng DOJ. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
No, we had a meeting I think last week, Mr. Chairman, that they're requesting for to include the names already because the warrant has been issued and we were already provided by the telecommunication company with the names of the numbers that was used by the suspects.
If the warrants were issued already, there is already a case in court. Di
No,
po ba?
the warrants
Hindi
for the
naman pwedeng mag-issue ng warrant yung DOJ.
No, Mr. Chairman, warrant for the disclosure of data of the cell phones.
Warrant for the disclosure. So, as it is, the ball is in the hands of the DOJ.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, it has been with them since June 19 to July 10, 21 days. June 19 eh. Ay, mali yung mathematics mo eh. So, ganun ang sitwasyon, current situation nito, kaso na ito. Now, LRA, nandito po ba?
Your Honor, good afternoon.
In the last hearing also, ang sabi niyong remedyo, mag-file ng lis pendens at saka SCHIT or SCHIT proceedings.
Yes, Your Honor, by the OSG.
By the?
OSG, Your Honor.
OSG. Sa SCHIT proceedings, kailangan din ang predicate crime to be established.
I am not aware of the policy on SCHIT proceedings,
Yun
Your
ang,
Honor.
yun
What
ang
I know,
sinagot ni Atty. Tamayo eh. If I remember it right.
is for as long as the OSG will file the case, Your Honor.
Hindi naman yun ang tinatanong ko. So, in other words, what you are trying to tell this committee is kahit walang establishment of predicate crime,
Yes, Your Honor.
pwedeng mag-proceed sa SGT proceedings.
For as long as the complaint is filed in court, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Galicia, I have here a copy of the letter of Undersecretary Raul Vasquez. Di ba? Tama po yung sinasabi ninyo na undergoing evaluation. Pero dito po sa sulat ni Undersecretary Vasquez, nakalagay dito na the National Prosecution Service, Office of the Secretary of Justice Prosecution Staff, is currently evaluating the said complaint and its annexes. Pero meron siyang pasubali. In this regard, the NBI has yet to comply with the requested documents before the same could be docketed and assigned to an investigating prosecutor. So, until and unless NBI would submit the requested documents by the DOJ, hindi po kikilos ito. Di po ba?
Mr. Chairman, that's why the agent on case is working with the assigned prosecutor of this case. We already forwarded all the documents they needed, but they're asking for additional.
Yeah. Now, I will ask NBI, do you have the requested documents in your possession? Do you have
No.
a copy of these requested documents in your possession? The NBI?
This is the first time I read this request, Mr. Chairman.
Kasi kung wala sa inyong possession itong documents na hinihiling ng DOJ, hindi kayo makapagsasubmit at hindi kikilos yung kaso. Kasi yun ang inaantay ng DOJ for NBI to submit the requested documents before the same could be docketed and assigned to an investigating prosecutor.
We already submitted all the documents, Mr. Chairman.
So, wala na ito. Naibigay nyo na lahat.
Yes, Mr.
Napag-comply
Chairman.
na po kayo rito.
We have complied with it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.